I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must... Simple furnishings, table and chairs. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about it, but if he invites me again...
The Lindis. That's...
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up... Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's... I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat. That would explain why they use so... They even use alchemically modified strains for food.
I've just about saved up enough now.
Making a big purchase. He really is a despite what he's become. Did Rary rip it out of...
Before I met you, I was the burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place of...
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelson here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Reverie. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well,
So, what are we discussing today?
hey, don't look at me.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question?
Who'd have thought the great...
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, You planning to come clean about your job then?
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than a member of the King's Guard.
Quite, of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedifulnir, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone. As frightening as this monster is in the present.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. Why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifulnir showed up today, too. You know, Dainslift's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifulnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainslift mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be I'm sure someone in his... You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for 8...
So...
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out...
All right. Take your time. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like that, can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Felindis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revier. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take...
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a date. Besides, they're two completely different things.
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the... He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancé to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence... Who'd have thought we were in this... Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Reihir of Solnari.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty Khaenri'ah has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a...
Where would I even... How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life anymore.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for... Speaking of which, we need to be more... Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my mayor...
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Reihir of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thelindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait,
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them.
For someone so young, you sure.
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
You're.
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of... Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you...
Simple.
How strange. Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just...
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely...
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay, too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one.
If you're worried about them, they'll...
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details.
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Take them. I have no need. Shine down! Ha! Ha! Kill! Ha! 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 The mortal flame. Fleeting dream.
Stop that! Oh, don't look at me like
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
time to broaden the horizons again. Strike a pose!
Illusion shattered!
Committed to memory. No, life lasts forever.
Shine down! Time to test the bomb. Loaded.
Insolent.
Now you shall perish!
May I present?
Evil lurks. Shoot on sight. Ready.
Let my name echo in song! Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me. What they say is true. How brilliant! There is no... Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Detached from the world. You cleared your way. The world Shower me with praise! Shine down! Move all up! How brilliant! I see everything! May I present? There is no escape! How brilliant! How dare you! The Temple of Wisdom! Hunt them down! Deepens into the shadows. Now you shall... Let my name echo in song! The minute to memory lasts forever. Don't look at me like this. Just what will we come across?
Let's finish this, swiftly.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be one sun. It's pouring out here! Oh, wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they? Huh? Everyone hold hands! Shower me with praise!
Time for retribution! You will pay for that.
There is no escape! Absurd!
The show begins!
Shine down!
May I present? I see the stars. Share my knowledge.
Illusion shattered! Insolent!
Stop that! The show begins! How dare you!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
My flame!
May I... Oh!
Need to hire a duelist?
more interesting to do. It's pouring out here! Wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they? I see everything. The shell.
Ready. Loaded. Victor is absurd.
Illusion shattered! Insolent! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Transcend all constraints.
May I present?
Illusion shattered! Shut down! Shine down!
May I present? The words win. Take it. Go on. You have my approval. The show begins! May I present? Sir! Patched. The skin! Add Ast. Thank you for
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. Oh, that's never gonna work. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Oh, guess you're... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! That was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things. Fire. Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're... he sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you... Wait a minute. I recognize...
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourself.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Ino and...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end.
I see. Then let's... But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino. Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course. In those memories we just saw.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the Moon Goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us—
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like, but she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, after all. One look and you can...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate...
The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. What's the matter?
Verfnir, Rheindaughter, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir...
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. The Lindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this...
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain!
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible. But it would take a miracle. That merchant who never knows, Dori Sangama Bay.
Alright then. Let's keep working in our... Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt... At this rate, the people living here will be engraved...
I'll head back to the Curatorium and meet up with...
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be... Given that the wild hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own... I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so... Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident... Everything going smoothly on...
Not great. I don't know how long. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in...
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate but according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the wild hunt. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full...
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeep... I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoy. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I'm...
I told you, Uncle Varka would...
Database updated.
What is that?
They were...
It's the obvious choice.
We already decided that Anefa should go and... Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the...
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon, and one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh? Are you serious? As in, you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking?
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my...
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war.
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon, or...
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Carians used to worship was actually the Does that mean that the Carians were to the Crimson Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the abyss. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody, correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Harry, also known as Leobranto Inamorat. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside, in the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of...
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, within the fireplace, the book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual. But there's no fireplace here! Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the catch, is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. So I won't be able to come with you. Once you're... Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it! I sense a sinister gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
Seismic changes often begin with small windows of opportunity.
sense your presence and grant you death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to. Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place! What now?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something spooky Paimon's right behind you! By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Shower you with praise!
Insolent! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high! There's no way—
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the— Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Let's check it out.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe the people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the shadow in the water looks different. You think these mechanisms...
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Mind your own
Thelindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh yeah! So...
The Abyss has made this space extreme. Maybe that's why some of the things she said.
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, for me, of all people.
The Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Let the world come alive! Stop that!
Into the shadows.
How brilliant!
I see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is key to unlocking. If it really does exist, then...
The world
This inhibitor's in place. I should be able to access the chamber of the moon arrow. Oh, Rare. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get...
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Thelindis' voice ended a chamber of the moon arrow.
It must be. For the...
Then there's no blues! to destroy them if we want to get iridescent moon's marrow. Ah. That must be the iridescent moon's marrow. Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it.
Ready.
Now you shall perish!
Strike a pose!
Illusion shattered! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Let my name echo in song!
I don't understand.
On sight! Into the shadows! You cleared your name.
May I present?
the iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame. If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should...
It's so cold. So you are here? At long last. I can see you once more. Our fates crossed, and I am finally free. Sorry, I lied to you. Knowing what's to come, the moment the moon shattered, my began to split apart piece by piece. Like has been cut to me. What was it that brought you to us? All the time. You look so puzzled. Trust when I say that everything happens for a reason. Well, I bow. What's that loud? It sounded like she was speaking to a lost friend.
Perhaps she was the frost moon she breathed in soul like hers.
Hidden at the iridescent moon. That's odd. This place... Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise. What are you waiting for?
Oh, we made it! Was that you, Arlecchino? Did you save us? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
But surely... Oh... We're so sorry, Arlecchino.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well, Columbina.
Yes. You did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are...
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned.
It's still not enough. There's... just one more ray of... It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Not Cry. The Rayhir of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of light, or like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality, just like the Frost Moon, once practiced them all. You keep shining, Carlina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlene. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you always seem to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let this take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you down the same path as earlier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name. Kutar, Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're not more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the house too, but it's your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rerir, give it some thought. Alright, that's it for me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Androne.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things.
Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Prince! Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Nefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious.
We meet again.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent...
So? Who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears...
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call...
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon could get used to this. From now on.
Personally, I think our little... When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves.
You're absolutely right, Miss Llama. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human...
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave...
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea, or 10, on the way back.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my... Though, I can't promise the same for everyone.
After all this time apart, Grandma...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher...
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole...
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss...
All right.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off? Have either of you ever it? If not,
Sounds like the idea. You know how to paint them?
dabble occasionally.
Yeah, I like to paint. Tables, chairs, people...
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you?
Oh, I do fine. What style is best?
Very well.
You can get any style I want.
I'll try. You show me a style.
you. In that case, I'll get some for you.
Is there something you'd like to say?
For starters,
If you think back,
you do hold there.
Sure.
And in return,
If you had mine, indeed.
Truth be told, I remember last time.
You're not alone there, my friend. It's a lucky
I don't doubt that. I went.
Elizabeth, I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and...
So you're what? Come on, what?
Sorry. I'm not even...
Is this between ourselves?
That goes without saying.
And else in the know?
It's dangerous to shut.
Then in the name of the Anno Archon Barbaeus himself. Of course. After all, what do you...
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back again.
So much for...
loud!
I didn't say anything, right, Fliss?
Must have the frog. It's so noisy on tonight.
Hey, before we there's an introduction, let's say an honor seat for many distinguished players. We have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's leader of Frost and Scions, a local religious meeting. Right. Then there's Nefer, boss of curatorial spirits, intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is the investigation into Rarer's background. It's by Hoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. We're here with Mr. Fliss, the guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously destroyed wild hunt by time for us. For those of you who've met, Sir Albedo, a renowned alchemist, have a nice Favonius investigation. By sight, a new face for us all, myself included. Mr. Durin, who's come to limitate. Next up, we have the maiden and former harbinger, Miss Almina. Then a traveler. Earn more titles than I could possibly have further around. Mister, it looked like you might have a job coming away, so,
If I haven't got it from my hands, it is.
That means, I can for
And you are?
who I am to her right now. What does matter is that I like you to gather more intelligence about the cure of Nari.
Well, it's not as if we never get on anonymous missions. But you have to decline. Until I guess and say you know something more than it's worth. Something you see like bad news.
It's wise, is it?
Comment, I sir. Must be trying to negative the cell luck.
My name's Dave. Yes, I am from... As I'm sure aware, the old name is really...
Then you must have been quite an influence.
You flatter me, but that's more. My point is...
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you be fans. What am I missing here? Sure, you all know what can't find us.
You already know. The history of Conria, the names that to the five sinners, and their role is history. I've spoken this before, but truly exactly as people say. The five sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these the abyss, the visionary, Vevir, who were literature, lies, a rocketeer, something knowledge. Old, my daughter, desire to be alive, foul, surly. At last, not least, Raker of Sonari, Rare, Ravager of the Moon, of the Five, is the one who random mystery. He horror and ambitions, oh change in this.
In other words, your seems to change to help you. You have no...
That's right.
You had the abyss and by default, but what did that look like in practice? What comes you the odds that time? The more you made that.
Simply, like it, I know where to begin. The fateful night placed in the era of the Christianity. One day, Elder, the visionary, the Vevir, was under the power of king, only the king of the eyes and his dungeons. I came to hear it, with fury in the mountains. I got together every eye I had, and together set a night to storm the house for fit. Centuries on, the memories of the night still haunt me. I can never nightmare. Then, I prayed, and in there, for the person I helped rescue.
So, it's personal after all. The tell me the lift. What price?
I cannot say what price we would give such a commission. But with this, Revere was not always a madman. Believe it or not, and bring truth of Revere's past, the only way to unravel this mystery. Before you decide if you will accept.
Sounds good to me. Like with flag, we're in the master. He's a master.
Borrow your halo. Good use. Well, it was meant to be. That's over the flying page 10,000.
I'll give both some serious thought to himself. Let him profit what's the meal.
Now your parts your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems...
Leave a little longer. You've done much for me. Something to be you all. You don't know by now, but with this, I'm recovering wealthy in my past. I'm moving forward. My power has slowly been away. And as the death hurts me, in moving this one, it seems to be getting abandoned. So far, I've yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me the day I finally leave this place behind, even though I don't know how to travel the Rosemary. So to put it, this is nobody simply a victory. It's just faster, forget it.
Kuthar.
Living the of Sonari will be now the task. All my strength will recurs. We'll also need to gather more intel.
It's several viable plans now. Our focus hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill a Raider? What experience person or monster cannot bear those expertise on me? I think we should try and answer first if the others wait against her.
So you're placing all your hopes.
Yeah, thank you enough for...
You sure have talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonbender. Can I be heard one moment? And then this is flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must be in control of it. That's all.
You want to leave them? I'm ready to see what these up.
I think neither. Since you found my civilian.
Oh, and what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This is about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Arir.
I'm the one accused. There's no justice.
Miss Lima, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually have everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you, and that's because I know that you're someone.
Okay, got it. It means that that's hot. And Traveler, what's your fit if you've nothing else to say?
Experience is keeping me alive. For this, I hate to say it, friend. That way, either on or the opposite.
Tea parties are must go well mannered. If you like learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew that people adore me so much? Boring. Is there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew that people would adore me so much? Boring. Is there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew people would adore me so much?
You're ready. Okay, no, let's see your curiosity over your past. You seem familiar with things already. What's something to me? He's wanting to just congratulations.
I love it, that's right.
Anyways, I appreciate the art of word and targeting why I invaded. That's one good. Another is this. Alright, securities. I'm going to your and use my function net. Now, I'm sure we seem like the least here soon to my CDs. After an information this as my organization's more brain. Define driver, URI, sequence. Once the ceremony begins, we all sign on privilege information. Lastly, any individuals of a leader constitution are licensed to take the ceremony. In any case, I'm on this hard job to do. We'll be players staying in the room, but not joining the army. There's a little too with that. I'm thinking it's my job to do. While that's inside your mind, it's imperative in the event something goes wrong, you'll be first wonder. I don't anticipate any issues, but there's still a sensitive way to appreciate.
This is the first and we'll hold team. That's the so
Good. Please sit. Please start me. So, in the how else, he told me to leave everything so secret life. He's not sure that you're not done with no matter how you that, you'd be arresting me. But you have an personal reason for taking this time. You think I'm for table out. As long as I'm not worried about and my secret sense, we're good. We'll be right back here. You're such a good boy. Alright, I'm off. Alright, let's go. Phew. Could this be his office? Files, or things that are using
Hey, Sovereign, time to wait through. Yeah, come on. Be patient. Go. Before it occurs to me, anything good system. This one should not cut the prototypes. You know, I think, I'll strike. Neutralize. I'm a person. Some systems are. Now, 40. Patient. Neutralize. This one might connect that. You know, DT. I'll give you a hand. Or from any victims that. As soon as we contact other things here. Neutralize. But, I have no questions at all. You know, the thing. I've been on. Or from any firm customers that. Neutralize. Fine. Neutral. That's nice. No, I should shoot this all frequency. We do this domain, all business. For every single policy test documents, the friend drawer fact on the commit to. As of course, or offense. So there, it's not bad. Right, I agree with that thing. Give me. What was the just tell me. The only thing is about these things. I was just thinking, the only thing in life. And it's that day praise. That's you. I'm afraid there's a good and bad. Fair for our guilt. You feel violent. And mother, but I'm not so exactly doing here. Well, you're close to the way. You think that you're precisely because that's actually. I can't grab the other virtuals. Or I'm more terrible than most of the dragons. You are so wise. For you, silly you having lived in fear of the unknown. Nathan, Edward Brown, the office, for many reasons.
Next thing we're I'm a witness. It's her turn. Yeah, I'm fine about it. James Weaver. I'm going to the keywords. Oh, what did you say? Polari, isn't it? The name's Mary, the old school here. Why am I all this now still? Because I'll give him. See what numbers are no, absolutely not. I'm pretty much just making stars fast. You get what comes with 22. Why did the what's that about? You think about this? Maybe. You do hot, isn't it? Just like me. Tell me if you're really trouble. I'm just going to this. I perceive that it's tricky. Do you know what he's down? We keep trying to test it over the it's key. A box. It's not like it's going to be over here. Back to you. I see you from me right here. I'm really there. I can't love you. I'm not see. But it's based on what happens when you fly harder. Then we have to film this. And that's not just saying I'm not to do that.
Those people in the fight, the clear game out of the smelling for all, or over the flat, and half down. That's what we get. Comes from history, it's so easily.